Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is. I am glad you're here. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for this video today, and I realized I don't think that I have shown how I make these little floating pockets or little folders, and so that's what we're going to do today. So here's a finished one. So this is using a junk mail envelope, and I've already decorated this one, so it's like double pockets like this. So it's a floating pocket, so you can decorate all the sides. And so let me show you how we do it. So first off, you need an envelope. Most people get junk mail, so I grabbed a couple just to show you a couple of variations. So I've got one with a really big window here and one that's a little bit smaller, more central. And here's one that I've already cut a little bit too. So you can kind of see they're not really that difficult to cut down to size, but let's do it kind of step by step to kind of show you how to make it happen. And then of course, once you decorate them, they can kind of go with anything. So first off, think about the size that you want them to be. They can be just about whatever size that you want them. I like to just take off wherever the rips are to start with. So this one was opened here, so I'm gonna just trim it here to start with and see where we're at. So I'm just cutting off that bottom part that was torn. Kind of depends on how your envelopes get opened. So then this is gonna come up and be the pocket, this down here. So I think we'll leave it as is for now. And now we're going to open up this side and the top. Now you can use a scissors. I'm just using a paper trimmer because it's way easier to just zip those edges off. But you can certainly use whatever you have got. And we'll just trim those little edges a little bit to open it up. So now you have something like this, okay? So now let's do that other one really quick here as well. Hope you're all having a great day. It is sunny, but very cold here. I think I'm gonna make this one open the opposite direction, maybe. No, I'm not. Changed my mind. So I want it on this side, I think. And the top. All right, so now we got those to cut. So we just trim off those edges. That's the torn part. Get rid of that. So now we have two little, basically, window fold pieces. Now, you could stop right here if you wanted to, and you could add this to your journal as is, but we are going to make it into actual little pocket folders. So I am trying to practice a little bit more with this. I have had this for a bit, and it is a scoring board. I'm trying to get better at using it, so I'm trying to practice, because most of the time I just put stuff where I want it and make it happen, right? So you don't have to use a scoring board. You can just fold stuff on your own, but I'm going to try and score it. Okay, so I need to do it the opposite way. Just have to remember which way you want to fold. So you're scoring on the part that's going to stick out. And how I remember that is because, I'm trying to think, Gail Gostinello, she was the one that finally made it stick in my head. I don't know if you watch her YouTube, but she's fun to watch. She does a lot of fun junk journal stuff. She says mountains become valleys and valleys become mountains. So we're making a valley. Do I want this shallow? Yes. So we've made a valley, it's going to become a mountain. That's how this works. Okay, so we scored it, and now we can fold it on our crease. And hopefully it should be nice and straight. Envelopes aren't always the straightest. Sometimes things happen. Now I'm gonna nip this part off right here in the center, like that. So now you have something like this, okay? So here that's what we have happening. Boy, that is not very straight. That's okay. Might be able to tidy that a little. See how this one went. I have glue on my fingers. I was working a little bit on something before I started recording today, so. And I didn't even fold that one on its crease, so good job, me. Awesome sauce. I guess that's where it wanted to be folded. All right, let's get this guy out of the way here because we're done with it. Okay, so those are folded. How did this one line up? Well, this one's pretty good. Okay, so let's see if we can fix the fold on this one a little. I think if we just bring this part up a little. That might help. That might be enough. We'll see. It's much better. Okay. So now you have a blank slate and you can use any sort of envelope that you have. Ones that have some color on them. They're already partially there for you, right? Start some decoration, whatever you want. I grabbed my scrap bin because I think scraps are perfect for this. I should say one of my scrap bins. The scraps, they're out of control. Scraps are out of control. I have this piece of coffee dye, which we're going to use. It was a little bit too crunchy. The paper was a little bit too brittle for me to use in journals because I like to use my coffee dye papers inside my journals as pages, but this one was a little crunchy. So let's go ahead and figure out, let's do this one. Maybe we'll kind of do a bee theme on this. That'd be kind of fun. So basically all you have to do now is decorate and then glue your flaps down. I mean, they're not overly complicated, but they are such a simple thing that can make a big difference in what you're doing. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna, almost fits in there perfectly, but let's do a little trim off this edge. I'm just gonna grab one of my scissors as my sweater is getting Velcroed to things. Love that. Love that for me. Love that for you. All right, so I'm just gonna, I have a line to go on here, so I'm just gonna trim this down. So those of you that had participated in December, I hope you enjoyed it. Junk Journal January is going on now. And there's like a prompt list and things like that that can go along with that. After doing December and trying to get everything on board for what I needed, I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do all of that. But I might try and do some of the prompts here and there as I can. So I believe the prompt for when this video is coming out is, oh, what is it called? I think it's called Overlap is the prompt for the 12th, which is when this video will come out. I am obviously recording this not on the 12th. So just some glue stick. This is Scotch Permanent glue stick. I really like it. It has very good adhesion, stays where you want it to be. I'm cheating this up from the bottom edge just a little titch, and I'm trying to make sure it doesn't overlap in the center. And how did I do? Pretty good. All right, and then this, I'm just gonna fold over on here. And then we started to add a little decoration to the back. So if you're doing a floating pocket, that basically means it's a pocket that you can tuck anywhere you want in your journal. So it can float around. All right, so now this is what we got so far. So now we'll have this pretty window and we'll have this design in here so we can figure out what we want to put inside there. Let's go ahead and do a little bit on the front. What do we want to do? We want to do some more of this, or do we want to do something else? That's a lot. That's a lot. Let's do a little something else. Let's do, I have some music paper here. Let's tear some of that off. Let me use my little tearing ruler here. And go like a so. And let's see how big of a piece. About like there maybe. Might have been a little wide. Let's find out. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna do this. Now we can ink some of these beforehand. We can ink them after. We don't have to ink at all. We can do what we want. It's our paper. I'm gonna make that a little crooked. Do I want to ink it? I think I do. So I'll probably just decorate this one since I at least showed you how to do all the cuts and everything. So I'm gonna use some ground espresso here and get some of this on the edge, because it's not easy to do that otherwise. I've been enjoying seeing everybody's comments. I like talking to people, seeing what they think about my videos and my art, hearing about people's ideas. I like people's suggestions they give me sometimes too. It's always fun. Okay, so we got that. We're gonna need something down here, I think. Now we're kind of got this like hive pattern here. I wonder if I have a bee someplace. That would look really cool. A little bee, but I don't know. Because a lot of times, unless I'm working on something specific, I end up just kind of using my little scrippy scraps. Let's see, I'm gonna do, I like this. Little scrippy scraps. It's good to use up scraps, especially for like when you're decorating stuff. Let's see, do I want to look? Let's put this kind of like this. Yes. Yes. Okay. So when I do the bottoms of the pockets, if I'm decorating them, if I'm doing a whole piece, I'll lay them out like this. And I'm just going to tuck another scrap under here because I'm going to glue on here as well. So I'm gluing on the flap, not on the paper, because I'm going to trim it down afterward. And I want it to overlap a little bit. And I should have gotten something a little wider. I have to do this the right direction. Okay, because it's going to be upside down on there. So I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put that like that. And then I'm going to get another bit to go over here. Okay. Give it a good old smoosh. And now we're gonna tear some of this off and trim the rest. So this, I'm gonna trim just with my regular scissors, straight up the pocket. And I'm gonna leave that edge. I don't mind that that sticks up. And now we're just gonna tear some stuff off of here. So we glued that on. Let's cut up here. Okay. And then we're gonna put these back. Oh, let's cut this first. So that goes up. Make sure we get it in our fold. I think that's pretty good. Yes, okay. And now we have a fun thing on the bottom here too. That's a little loose, that's fine. Okay. So that is that. And I think I'm happy with that as it is. So now let's just move on to like finishing decorating a little bit, adding some more of like little focal pointy stuff. So you could do more, you could do less, you could not do anything. You leave it blank and decorate it when you actually get whatever journal. I like to make things ahead of time so that when I'm working in things, I can make them match. So I basically make a lot of blank bases. So then I can go ahead and decorate them to match my journals. So I'm just going to ink up the edges here really quick. Okay, so on to doing some decorating. Like I said, I tend to just grab a lot of what's here on my desk. And if I see something that works, then I'm like, ooh, perfect. Sounds kind of nice that that was sticking up like that. I think that was a great color. Let's see what else we got going on here. So I have some die cuts left over from Defember over here. Kind of goes along with the prompt for the day, which if it is, I'm pretty sure it's overlap. So we're overlapping. Excuse me. So we're overlapping a bunch of stuff. So that works kind of nice for that. We still need a little bit more. What else do I have hanging out? I'm just grabbing some bits and pieces. That sticker left over from trimming off of a journal I worked on. What else do we got here? We got another one of those. Let's do that. Kind of fits with everything. I like it. And then I've got another little piece here. Let's do these little keys. So I can keep all my little tiny bits and pieces, my leftovers, and I stick them on my organizer that's in front here. And that way, if I have just a little something I need, I can just pull from there really quick. Some little extra bits and pieces. You know, the stuff I should probably throw away, but then how would I realize that I have like the perfect little key if I threw that away? Hee hee. So there. Okay, that's super cute. All right, let's put this big key in the front. I think that'll look nice. Hey. Isn't it amazing how just a little something sometimes is just the perfect thing? That always makes me so happy. Okay, I still feel like we need like something here. What else do I have? I might have to actually find something because I don't have anything that's screaming at me, I'm the perfect thing, I'm the perfect thing. Use me, I'm the best. What do I want to put in there? Feels like it needs like a perfect focal point. Okay, I have an idea. I have to grab something. Okay, I think I found what we need for here. So I have this lovely sticker book that I don't remember if I bought this one. I have two different versions. One I got as a gift and the other one I bought myself. I think this is the one I bought myself. So I'm going to use this lovely lady. And sometimes when I look at these stickers, I look at the edge to make sure it is how I wish it to be. Because some of them, and with any sticker, they can be a little bit, they're crooked. And I can't stand that sometimes. This one is pretty good. Or they have way too wide of a border, so I'll cut them down. Just some options you can do with stickers. Sometimes just doing that is enough to make them look a little nicer. So this lady is gonna go on here. Now we have to line it up. I'm gonna put a little extra glue on the back since our fingers were all over it, trying to ink it. Oh, come on. Okay, now I want her centered. This is gonna be a little tricky. So the center point is like right there. I think that's pretty good. Probably could have put some more stuff behind her, but this is what I want. Oh, perfect. So I wanted her really centered on this side. Okay, so she is good. And then I think this front side is good. You know what? I'm going to add this other little flower from this page too. Because why not? I think it fits. Yeah. So just going to ink this quick. And then we should do a little something on the back. Since this is, I'm going to make this into a floating pocket. I don't know what it's going to go into yet, but that's okay. I have to get my stash built up again. I've made so many journals recently that I'm kind of running low on even my bases that I normally use. Okay, so that can go there. I maybe should have put it over more. It's all right. Okay, and now the back side. I want to use this bird, I think. So what can we do with our little friend bird here? I want him looking at something. Maybe not. Maybe we could put something up here to show he's looking. See what he's looking at. I think he goes with the whole kind of scheme of this now. the keys and the old paper. A little bit of a sad lady. Okay, little friend bird. Little friend bird, you come down here. I also like putting things into my journals that are unexpected, especially if somebody isn't really super familiar with junk journaling. So this will get tags and stuff in the pockets, right? So then when they open it and pull out the tag, then they'll see another image, which that's the stuff I like. Or they flip it over and realize, oh, there's something here. So let's go ahead. You know what? A piece of that music paper up the side, maybe. Something here. Yes. Let's do that. And then find a little something for our little bird friend to be looking at. Let's see. What could he be looking at? Maybe a bug? A little one. A butterfly? A shiny key would be nice if I had one more key left, but I don't. You know what? Let's do one of these butterflies. Okay, we're gonna do one of these butterflies over here. Like he's hungry. Which one do I want? This one, I think. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so let's ink this. Like telling tiny stories. Tiny stories with my bits and bobs are giving people ideas for tiny stories. They can make up their own stories too. See? I think that's great. I don't know that it needs anything else. Set that off to the side for now. I want to ink this a little bit. I should have done it before I put it on there. And then I think we are done. I'm going to put a little bit more ink down here so it looks like he's kind of standing on something. Yeah, there we go. So now it kind of looks like he's grounded. He's got something. Now he's looking up at the bird. Sad lady. Sad lady. Let's do a little bit in here. I'm just hitting the inside of this a little bit. There's some spots I'm not fond of. Okay, perfect. So there you go. Oh wait, one thing. Boop. In order to make these pockets, I almost forgot. See your flaps? You can glue on both sides, but I like to just do the outside. That way, for ease of use, it's easy to slide things in and out. And I also should have made sure I creased these really well. Do that. And there you have it. So now we have like a little floating pocket folder. Gives you a base idea of what you can do. So here's our two that we have finished. Very different, but similar at the same time. And then just think about if you're using bright colors and florals or all kinds of different things, like you could make these so very different to go with just about anything that you've got going on. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all that good jazz. Leave me a comment, say hi, and don't forget, art with your heart. Have a great day. Bye.